Today's topic is increased revenue with a company-wide approach to the customer experience. This is something I am hugely passionate about, but in all honesty, I've not always been good at the customer experience. That is not to say I'm an expert at it now, but this is something that we now work on in the business very much on a daily basis so that we can make sure that we are delivering a great experience for our clients, or as good as an experience as we possibly can. And if there are any issues, we are picking up on those and addressing those as well. So according to analysis by Bain and Company, businesses can generate 4 to 8% more revenue than their competition by providing excellent customer service experiences. I actually, in all honesty, think, particularly for a service-based business, that percentage is probably in reality somewhat higher. And I will explain why I think that when I kind of go through the ways to do this and what the impact that actually has on your business. Because of course, there is a balance to be had. If we are growing a business and scaling, there is going to be a balance between that hyper growth and exceptional customer service, and managing to handle both of those at the same time and keep both balls in the air together at the same time. But the key is to, on the front end, we want to focus on that hyper growth, on that growth in the front end to acquire our pool of perfect and ideal customers. But then on the back end, we need to do that customer experience work to ensure that we retain them, we up-level them and they stay, and they also refer people onto our business. And that is how we get a big win and a bigger revenue increase in our business, by providing excellent customer experience and excellent customer service. Because not only do they stay, do they retain, typically you will be able to up level your customers or clients. You will be able to then get referrals from them as well. So it all plays into each other with this. Because what we want to ultimately do with our business is to essentially create a self-sustaining business. If we get into a situation where we are getting clients in, we are retaining them for periods of time, we're up leveling them, they're staying with us, and they're referring other clients to us, that starts to self-perpetuate. It starts to self-generate clients and customers in our business in itself. So you can see that not only does enhancing that customer experience with you mean that your customers and clients will stay longer, they will potentially progress through higher paying programs or services or products that you have, and they will also refer others to you who will do the same. So you end up getting a nice spiral of upward spiral of increased revenue as a result as well. Your business essentially basically starts to self-renew. So by doing the hard work today and putting in the effort to focus on hyper growth on the front end and focus on exceptional customer service in the back end, you basically build the sustainability of your business for the future. The aim is to have a client for life, a customer for life, somebody that can move with you and grow with you and move through your programs and services and offerings when they are staying with you. Not only does it increase the revenue in your business, it also decreases the costs. It's much easier to get a current customer or client who is experiencing an amazing thing to buy more often and buy more from you and refer to you than it is to go out and find people cold to come into your ecosystem as well. So what does excellent customer service look like? Well, the customer service experience is the way that your customer perceives how you treat them. It's not necessarily the way you treat them, it's the way they perceive how you treat them. And that's important to remember when we're building out our customer experience as well. And the experience spans the entire process. So from research to the buying process to the post-sales process and beyond, it includes the entire thing. And it also includes the quality of the product or service that you're delivering as well. So it's important to remember it is their entire experience that makes up their customer service experience. So how do we make sure that we provide excellent customer service to our clients so that we can do exactly this, so that we can retain them, so that we can up-level them, so that they stay, and so that they refer? Well, I've got a few tips here that I want to go through in terms of providing excellent customer service. Like I said, I am certainly not saying that we have everything right in our business, but it is something that I work on pretty much daily to ensure that we can be as close to excellence as we possibly can when it comes to our customer service experience. And some of these things we already have in place, and some of these things we're in the process of introducing. But I want to go through this list of things that you might want to think about when you are looking at providing that excellent customer experience in order to support a growing revenue business, in order to reduce the amount of churn and the number of people that fall out of your business, and it also in order to reduce the costs of advertising, because it starts self-sustaining itself. You see, this is how it all feeds into the profitability of your business as well, because as you start to grow that revenue, people ascending through your programs, increasing profit, people referring, increasing profit, decreasing costs of advertising, all those things come together to build a healthy bottom line, which is exactly why I want to be speaking about this as part of our Training Tuesday session, because it does all impact profit, and it is all wealth hidden within your business as well. So the very first thing in providing excellent customer service is to solicit free feedback frequently, often, and through all channels that you can, because you want to be able to solicit feedback often to actually improve your customers' results as well, which of course means they're more likely to stay, which of course means they're more likely to refer, but it means that you can improve your business at the same time. If you're able to improve your customers' and clients' results, you can improve what you're delivering on your programs and services too. And you want a systematic mechanism to get feedback consistently in your business, whether that's through surveys or someone in your team doing quality assurance and customer calls, whatever that might be. Getting some things in place so that you can get a steady stream of feedback in your business is a really good way to help ensure that you are providing excellent customer service, or gives you a warning signal if you are not, for things that you can improve and change and master as well in your business. So that's number one. Number two is communication, staying in touch with your customers and clients as much as you possibly can, trying to ensure there is a steady dialogue, perhaps checking in between sessions. And of course, this can be really difficult. If you're a small business, there are lots of plates to spin, and making sure that you keep that communication, that dialogue open can feel just like another plate to spin, and it can feel very challenging because you're constantly running, you're constantly going from appointment to appointment or meeting to meeting or action point to action point, whatever that is. And to remember to have these communications in between can be really difficult. So making sure, of course, that you diarize that, you systemize that, and you actually make it part of what you do so that it doesn't forget and fall through the cracks can be really important as well. Typically, when we get new clients coming over to us, they very often say that the big reason they are leaving their previous accountant is because of communication issues. So communication is massively important in providing great customer service, in supporting your customers and clients as well. And it can feel very, very difficult and challenging to do on a regular basis, but it's massively important at the same time. Like I say, in my business with these things, we don't always get it right, but we are striving to. So the third thing is, as you grow and scale, there will be issues in your business. There always are. At any stage of business, there are always things that come up. And if you can try and seek to proactively prevent rather than spend time putting out fires, that is going to be hugely beneficial for your customer and client experience. Now, we don't have a crystal ball, and it's very difficult for us to come up with every situation that might happen and exist and be able to prevent every single situation. In all honesty, that won't happen. You can't stop everything. But if you can start looking for signals that there are issues and interject before things get too big, then that can be really important as well. So for example, is a customer or client becoming disengaged, or does it look like they're becoming overwhelmed? These kinds of things can be real trigger points so that you know, oh wait, hang on, we need to change something here. We need to do something here because this is not the experience that they should be having. And the more you attune yourself to noticing those things, the better you can start getting in there early and understanding where issues might occur and plugging them before anyone gets there. And that is incredibly important as well. That can be an incredibly good exercise to go through. And also speaking to your team and ensuring that they are looking out for those trigger points too when they're interacting with their customers or clients that you have too. Number 4, ensuring that you are reselling the dream to them, their own dream, the reason that they came in to work with you, making sure that you are constantly reminding them of what that is. Because often we find that when someone starts to work with us, they get excited and optimistic, and then the hard work comes in. And then it becomes difficult because the work needs to happen. And that's when they can become overwhelmed, or there can be some doubt, or, you know, life just happens as well. So making sure that you can highlight to them why they are doing what they are doing, why they came in to do this, and reminding them that they can get through the hard work. Because often we can see the path and the results for our clients and customers, but they sometimes will go through periods of self-doubt where they can't see it themselves, and that will cause them to drop out of your services or your program. So making sure that you can bring it back to the dream and reiterate to them what the dream is and reiterate the path to them is an incredibly important part of the customer experience as well. And number 5, which is kind of linked to number 4, number 5 is progress over perfection. Celebrating those wins and those milestone hits that your clients and customers have as they progress along the journey with you, making sure they are not beating themselves up because the final end goal is not reached yet, but they are celebrating along the way as they are making progress and they are moving through your program, services, or whatever it is that you offer, or done for use, whichever it is that you offer. Making sure you support them to measure the progress, be clear on the milestones, and so that they can see how far they have come is also incredibly important as part of the customer experience, so that they stay, they retain, they ascend, they progress, and they refer as well. So I'm hoping that you can see that these 5 things that I have covered today are all leading into getting a client, a customer, to a place where they stay with you longer, where they up level through your programs or services, and where they refer clients to you. So you are serving them at the highest level in terms of the experience they have. They are in turn getting incredible results and incredible transformations, whatever it is they came in to do with you. And everything rises up as a result. You end up with a business that is self-sustaining because you've got this amazing group of customers or clients in who are now referring other people, moving up through your programs. Those people they referred are referring other people, moving up through your programs, and you get this whole ecosystem being built of amazing people coming into your business to work with you as a result of the incredible experience that you are providing for your customers and clients. And of course, it results in profit in the bottom line because you have made sure that everything is priced properly and that every single person that comes into your program or service is profitable as well at the same time. So, and you have any questions, do let me know in the comments as well. I will come back and answer any of those that you may have. So I do look forward to hearing any of those questions that you have as well. I hope that this session has been useful. I hope it's giving you some food for thought and some takeaways to think about as well. So thank you so much for tuning in today. As always, I appreciate your time. I know it is precious and I appreciate you spending some of it with me, and I will speak to you guys soon. Take care.